Hello everyone, welcome to my video today. In this video, I am going to describe one Asian modern identity and give reflection on the lessons I learned from the course Modern Asia. The topic today would be about religion. A statement should be made in advance for us to be clear first. What is to be a modern Asian person? Well, to me, to be a modern Asian person is to embrace a religious belief with the hope for a brighter future. Well, Asia has long inscribed in humans' mind as a cradle for nourishing religions. Throughout Asia development history, religions have played a direct and indispensable role in constructing the society regarding the mental and the moral aspects. This progressive religious development could also be examined under the scope of two Asian concepts I have learned from the course Modern Asia, which are nationalism and globalization. Well, nationalism is defined as the support for one's own nation's interest and the rejection of others' nation's interest. In this case, the support and the rejection among religions and religious practices. Globalization refers to the idea that the world is being made smaller and people from all over the world start to be aware about the world around them. In this case, the spread of religions and their principles or beliefs are adopted by many people from all over the world. Well, inexplicable as the concepts may sound, they correlate greatly with each other to construct the distribution of religions nowadays in Asia. Each of the Asian countries promotes a specific religion or a set of beliefs only, which is a form of nationalism. For example, 900 million people in India are Hinduist, over 90% of the Malaysian and the Indonesian are Islamic, 85% of the Filipinos and 90% of the Timorese are Catholics. Christianity, most of Vietnamese and Chinese believe in ancient folk religions, which means to worship their ancestor. This religion is born throughout the history of that country, reflects humans' desires, criticizes social norms, and also play an irreplaceable role in creating ideologies. People in that country worship these religions as its principles are an enlightening path, guide them through the darkness, and award them with a brighter future. Therefore, the intrusion of an autre religion might create significant threat for them and their long-established beliefs. As a result, religions with dissimilar ideologies or beliefs are often ostracized, opposed by the public, and only remain minor compared to the existing one. Another concept worth considering is globalization or globalized Asia. As you might notice, many countries themselves consist of different religious groups of people, although each country only prefer one's, the nationalism one. And this might need linking directly to the consequences of globalization process. People around the world now clearly notice the appearance and the homily of other religions beyond their country's promoted one and potentially find a suitable one to their current situation and start to worship. These people usually cluster in a specific region to perform their religious practices. Henceforth, it creates a diversity of religious practices and also contributes greatly in the population distribution process. Globalization can also be seen under the religious migration, where religions are carried by a group of foreign people to another country during their cultivation time in that country. Well, lessons from the two concepts, nationalisms and globalization, to me, are extremely beneficial in considering reasons why a country abandon or oppose a religion and how an autre religion appears in a country. I learned a key message from nationalisms and globalization's rationale that although intrusive religions are compatible with the country's long-established values and draw almost no political attention, they can hardly flourish but remain small groups of religious practices due to the bias for the existing ones and the prejudices for the new ones of the people living in that country. I once found this quite preposterous. I mean, right after I learned the lessons Asian values. Most Asian countries share the same Asian values rooted from Confucianism. So I believe that spreading religions is not that difficult and sensitive as the consequences or a result of globalization process in Asia. However, it was my mistake. I was wrong when I biased the globalization process and I didn't take the nationalism for serious. Now I know it better. Well, thanks to the two concepts of modernity, nationalism, and globalization, I retrieved a case 2 years ago right in Vietnam, my country. There used to be a group of Vietnamese pious gongs that worship a strange religion called Extreme Church of God, Hội Thánh Đức Chúa Trời as a Vietnamese name. They employed malicious propaganda against the words balance and incite rebellion, madness, and also divorce. This also means that it is all against our Asian values, our traditional values. This religious group then immediately encountered public attentions, and there were even interruptions from political units with harsh punishment for people who continue to spread this extreme religion again. The mentioned case is a perfect example to clarify the importance and the superiority of nationalism when it comes to adopt a religion during the globalization process, in case that religion offends the deep-rooted beliefs of people. As a resident in the 4.0 era, I have witnessed so many changes in the industrial, economic, fashion, and music fields. And thanks to the course Modern Asia by Professor Catherine, I think I am now wiser when it comes to modernity concept in the religious field. I think that from now on, when it comes to the religious problem observation, my superiority should lie in nationalism of whether the new intrusive religion opposes the existing one or not. So here is my plan for the future. As a professional communication professional in the future, once I intend to convey messages related to religions or religious practices to a specific country, I must do a lot of research to find out the principles and beliefs of that country's religion, to see whether there is a contrast between my message and the religion of that country or not. Otherwise, my message would highly stand on the risk of being ostracized by the society. And also, as people, patriotism is high. Whenever I portray another religion beside the promoted one, I think that I will have to conduct it in a neutral way, giving no exaggeration or bias at all. I really appreciate the lessons I learned from the course, and the class hours we have were also very useful to me, as I was given the opportunity to debate and express my discourse on particular ideas relating to the lesson's content. Well, that is the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching.